guys, so today I wanted to talk about a few things. Basically, you know that lately I've been feeling a bit unwell. I had a really difficult 3-4 months. The past 3-4 months have been really hard on me for different reasons. They were family related reasons, they were just my mental health by itself, which has always been a bit tricky and a bit difficult at times. And there's also been a big disappointment in my, I wouldn't call it a professional life, but basically my internship that transformed into volunteering ended not so well. And all of those things, plus personal events, made me feel really bad and really sort of, you know, like it was basically too much, and I sort of shut down and I locked a lot of things within myself, and I had lost any interest for anything basically. I have started to feel better, so I'm still feeling rather unwell and I still have a lot of things on my mind, but there's definitely been a change and an improvement. I can identify a few things that really helped me get back on track, so I wanted to share those things with you. The first thing is I started seeing my therapist again, and that's the big point, and I want to emphasize that a lot. Personally, I have never taken any medication. I don't think medication is the answer to most mental health conditions such as depression and anxiety. In most cases, that is. Obviously, in some cases with depression and anxiety, medication is essential and very helpful. But honestly, most of the time it is not, and it's just the short way and the easy way that people find. Not people, like not the patients, but like the doctors and the psychiatrists. That's the easy and short way that they find. And we live in a society where medication is sold and prescribed too much. So I have always refused to take medication, and I've always, you know, felt better and healed, and yeah, just gone better thanks to therapy. But if you need medication, take medication. If you need therapy, go to therapy. My first point is ask for help and seek the help that you need. It's great to have friends and family that you can rely on, but very often if you have a serious health and mental health condition, that's not going to be enough. You need to know someone and talk to someone who has been trained and who has studied to cure you and heal you. First thing is going back to see my therapist. It was amazing. It helped me so much, and it just gave me this little kick in the ass, so to speak, or just this little help and support and strength to start other things by myself. So after seeing my therapist, I had the courage and the strength and a little bit of motivation to start working on my dissertation. So the next thing I want to say that's really important is to be active and do something. It could be exercising, it could be work, it could be study, it could be any interest that you have, like gardening or painting or whatever. Something that you can do on a daily or almost daily basis, something that keeps your mind occupied, something that makes you feel good, something that interests you. For me, obviously, being a student, I really have to work on my dissertation. I really have to. And I also love my dissertation subject. So before seeing my therapist, because I didn't have the support and someone that could tell me the right things and ask the right questions, and someone that would unlock things and maybe, you know, enable me to start back an active rhythm, or just to be alive again, because I was basically just not really alive anymore for this 3 months. I started working, you know, I started working a little bit and then reading this and then writing about that, and then suddenly I realized, yes, this subject that I was so unsure about for this 3 months, I started loving it again. That really helps me because every day I do a little bit, I feel good because I've been productive, and it's also great because it makes me feel safer for the next day and for the next month, and you know, the deadlines that I have, because very often when you feel bad you don't do anything, and then you worry and stress and get anxious about the deadlines and how late you're gonna be and how you're gonna be in trouble because you haven't done this or you haven't done that. The third thing that I did was volunteering again. So this one is perhaps a bit optional. I don't think it's optional, but I feel like it's not something that many people talk about. For me, helping others is essential. If I don't feel useful, and if I don't feel like I'm helping anyone, or if I feel like I'm just living for myself in a very selfish way, I just don't feel good. So I volunteer twice a week teaching French to migrants, and I hope to get more involved with everything. And it really helps because it gives me purpose, because it enables me to interact with people. Another very important point personally, and I think it's the same for many people, when I feel bad, I don't want to talk to anyone. I really crave human interaction, but at the same time I can't bring myself to talk to people. So volunteering and being in contact with strangers really help, because you don't have to talk about yourself, yet you really exchange with people. You could volunteer for the wildlife, you could volunteer for pets, you could volunteer with children, women, the elderly, or migrants, or any sort of volunteering really is going to be beneficial and a positive thing in your life. The last thing that I want to talk about in this video is that I have changed something about me and the way I usually function and organize myself. I'm someone rather anxious, which means that I tend to plan and overthink everything. Even when I feel good, I tend to overthink and plan too much. And that makes you lose focus on what's important, which is the now. Obviously, it's important to stay organized, keep things checked, and make sure that you can, have done by the time it's supposed to be done what needs to be done. It's also great sometimes to plan things to make you feel excited for what's to come. But for me, what really changed when I was feeling very down was to focus on today. So basically I was doing a very short and realistic to-do list with 3 or 4 items, and I was trying to do them, and I wasn't thinking of tomorrow. And I was happy at the end of the day because I had done those things. And I was also focusing on the little pleasures of each day, like foods that I like, or music that I liked, or movies, or just taking a really nice shower, or washing my hair if I wanted to. Just focusing on each day, taking it separately, and focusing on being good and feeling good this day just was such a positive thing, because time was not something that I wanted just to be done with and I was waiting for it to go more quickly. It was something I was trying to take advantage of and use as wisely as possible. And so I wasn't exhausted overthinking and planning days that I was not even sure what they were going to be made of, and I was not losing that very same day planning those days. So it was definitely something I had to do, and it's still something that I struggle with, but it's very, very important. So I wanted to share those 4, I think, very practical and easy and, very practical tips. So I hope you enjoy watching this video, guys. And if you have any tips on how to feel better, feel free to share them with us, because you can never have too many. So thank you for watching, and I shall see you later. Bye!